Hello and welcome to another exciting tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to create some organic abstract shapes or artwork using only Blender. I discovered this technique while I was experimenting with Blender, so it's my own original idea. So let's get started and open Blender. I am using the latest version of Blender 2.9 2.0. So the first step is to add some object. So I will add a mesh. I will add UV sphere. I like to scale it big, so I will press S and drag my mouse. I need to duplicate this sphere, so I will press Shift D. So I have two spheres. You can see here in the outliner that this is sphere 1 and this is sphere 2. I will scale down the sphere 2 by pressing S, something like this. Now select both spheres by click and drag, and you can see it here that both the spheres are selected. Now you have to join these two spheres together as one object or one mesh. So you can press Ctrl J and this will join the two spheres together. I will rename it by double clicking. I will call it sphere main. Next step is to break down this sphere into 100 fractured pieces. For this purpose, I'm going to use an add-on called Cell Fracture, which you can find in the Object menu and Quick Effects and Cell Fracture. You may be unable to find this add-on in your Blender. The reason is you have to install it separately. So what you can do is go to Edit menu, Preferences, Add-ons, and type in the search area cell and you will find this Cell Fracture. So activate this Cell Fracture add-on and close the preferences. So now if you come back to Object menu, Quick Effects, and you will find it here, right here. So select your sphere and apply Cell Fracture. In Cell Fracture, I would like to select random in the recursive shatter and change the value, random value, to 1 and press OK. It will break it down into 100 pieces. So now you can see here there are around 100 pieces. This is the first one, second, and if you go down it will be around like 99. So total of 100 pieces. If you go up, this is our main sphere and I would like to move it because we don't need it, and I will hide it. The next step is to select all these pieces, all these 100 pieces, and rejoin them together. So the best way to select all the pieces is through the outliner. This is the outliner and you select the first one. The first piece, go down, scroll your mouse and shift press the last piece. So in this way all the pieces have been selected. So now if you remember, you can press Ctrl J on Windows to join it together, and on Macintosh it will be Command J. So I press Ctrl J, and you can see all the pieces have been joined together as one mesh or one object. Next step will be to apply modifiers, which will do all the magic. Go to the modifier tab, and you have to apply 3 modifiers. The first modifier will be decimate, and you can select collapse as your method of decimation, and in ratio you can type 0.2. You can do 0.3 or 4 to create random shapes, but it's up to you. I would like to do 0.2. The second modifier will be wireframe. Just uncheck and remove this even thickness, because sometimes it may create problems with the shape. The third modifier will be subdivision surface, and at least it should be on 3. For render purposes you can keep it on 3 or 4, it's up to you. I keep it on 5 because my computer can handle it. And now you can see that you have a lovely organic abstract shape. You can also right click and press and select shade smooth. The final step is to work on the rendering part. For rendering purpose, I would like to go to render properties, and I will select cycles as my rendering engine. Then go to world properties and make sure your background is totally black. Also go back to render properties, and under sampling you can see denoising. So select the rendering or render denoising, and finally you have to apply a material to your sphere. So select your sphere and apply a new material, and we need a glass material. So I have selected glass, and I will leave the settings as default. I also need to apply a volume material. So in volume I will apply emission, a light emitting material, and I will leave it at 1. If I activate the render viewport shading, I can see my shape is there. It looks beautiful. Just turn off your lights because you don't need the lights for rendering. So go to outliner and turn off the light, or you can even delete it. To make this view as a camera, you can press Ctrl Alt 0 on the numerical keypad together. Ctrl Alt 0, and this will become your camera view. Now you can render the image and see how it looks. So you can see there's a beautiful abstract organic shape already rendered in front of you. And yeah, that's it for today. And I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial and you can create different shapes with this. And if you have any questions, you can type in the comments. I will definitely answer your comments or questions. And see you next time.